We're on, all right. Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to give you a demonstration on how to do copper fabrication. First up, I'll show you some tools that we need to use, which is a pen, ruler, prick punch, file, pilot drill bits, snips, left and right hand, rat's tail file, I've got a drill in there as well, hammer, locking pins, oxy, flint gun, safety glasses. All right, I've prepared the work that I'm already going to do, and what we've done is that you find your centre point, and then after that you go 20 mil out and you come in 12 mil and then you drill a 12 mil hole. I've started off with a pilot hole, and then that's my 12 mil hole. And why 12 mil is that when you finish your hole, you're supposed to have 6 mil between the edge of the hole and your first marker. I have got a scratch here, and that will be 6 mil. If you come over and look at this one, that is 6 mil to the outside edge, and that is your thickness of your pipe. And it's 6 mils because it's going to be 3 times the pipe diameter. Alright, just stand back and now I'll show you what's the next stage. Because the next stage after I've done this is that we do not anneal the copper pipe, but we cut it now with your snips. You get a good pair of snips, or you get old snips, or you get your mate's good sharp ones. And these, I think, are your mate's good sharp ones, so I'm not going to wreck mine. Alright, and what we do is just snip away the copper in between. Now I have been told that you're meant to anneal your copper before you snip, which is the right way of doing things, but because I'm lazy, I just want to get in and get it done and cut it and away you go. Alright?
What's the fuck up your snips?
Oh, no swearing on this one. Alright?
Oh, this is for real?
Yeah, it's for real.
You guys want the video?
Yeah, you can buy the video. And once you've done that, you just remove the burr that's inside. You must remove your burr. That way your pipe won't split when you knock it up. Now I've got a size 15 tip. I've always liked to use the big tip. You can use the 12, but you're going to be smaller than that one. When we come to a nail, safety glasses on. When we come to a nail, we anneal from the bottom. We anneal from the bottom half of the pipe and upwards. I'm going to get it to a cherry red colour. Now we don't go overheat and melting the pipe. And once you get it nice and red, that is when you go and attack your copper. Now, I've got a size 15 on, as I said. The hotter the flame, you've got to move quick with your torch. You don't want to go leaving it on there, you'll end up melting your pipe. A lighter flame will take you longer, and I've got a fierce flame, so I'm going to move along quickly. And I think that's about cherry red on both sides. And as we now go ahead and start knocking up, we start with our small size pen that fits inside the hole. We bring the outside out first. You open up the hole until you get your next pin in there. You get your next pin inside there, and now you bring the sides out. And you have your pin on an angle. One now, I've got the outside out. I will bring now. When you use your pin, you want to make sure you don't stick it in too far, otherwise you're going to dent the side of your pipe, and you're going to waste your time fixing it up. I've opened up my hole for my next size pin, and now while it's still hot, as you can see, I've got my pin on an angle, and I'm bringing it up to where I've put my scratch mark. I will be opening this up to about 32 diameter, which is about that size there. 32 mil is just underneath a 40 mil pipe, so I know that once I get a small gap around my pinno, then I know I'm done. Straightening that up, bringing that over, straighten that up, knocking that side out. That is round about the size of a 40 mil copper pipe. Just knock up a bit more. You can see that this process did not take you that long. It should not take you all day when you do it. It can be over and done with in no time. That's your job. Job's done.
How far in should that be
Okay.
welded in?
You're going to weld that in?
Oh, all right, just stop there. Right, okay, no worries. Right, a couple of things that we've got to make sure of is that when you knock it with the pin, you don't go square up too quick. If you do, you're going to buckle that in, or you buckle that. All right, this side here, I've got one dent down there because I had my pipe down too low. Right. And the other thing is the pipe might bend out like that. If it bends out, all you need to do is put your pipe back in, put your gel pipe inside your pipe, and you just push it down until that straightens out. All right, that's that one. And once you push that down with your pipe, that might close out, so you'll probably have to dress it out again. But it's all right. It's good. Now the question is asked, up with the camera. The question is asked, how deep does it go in? And you use your depth gauge. As we can see, you've got a little nippler there. And so what it is, we stick that on the outside, and we go one side there, and we go one side there, and that is the depth. You must use your depth gauge.
It won't go any further than that.
No, it won't go any further than that. And the way the opening I had is spot on, it level that way. You do not need to file. When you open this up, you do not file it. You just cut it with your snips and that is it, and deburr with your rat's tail file. You do not get a file in there, half round file, and square it off. All you need to do is just snip it off with your snips, as you've seen earlier. Right, and you will see now that that hole I had before is nice and level. And you see that is 6 mils up. That's a very good job. I like that one. I must say so myself. Okay, now with this one here, I do not need to snip the contour of the pipe. Right, that one I'll show you later on with the K-tool. All right, now just stop that there. I'm now going to tack the copper pipe. I'm going to tack my vent onto my waste pipe. And now what I've got here with me is I've got my template, which is my vent, and that side's my trap. That's my vent. It's 1 in 25 gradient. That is 100 mil, 150, 4 millimeters from there out, and I've cut it to 0. So it's 4 mils, cut it to 0, and then I just trim that off for that one there. Right. Now I've put my pipe in there like that. I make sure that the pipe is plumb this way. I make sure my pipe is plumb that way, and then I always do my tacks first here. You get different opinions, there is 15 teachers, there's 15 different ways of doing things. This is my way, all right? It's not right, it's not wrong, this is the way I do mine, all right? So I'll put my first tack is on that side, hoping that the pipe don't move out. Take the glasses on and they're not fogged. And a tack is that big. It's only a tack. It's not a weld, it's only a tack. Right, now I put a tack on this side, got my tack on that side, and now I will loosen my tack on this side to suit my gradient on my pipework. I just leave it loose and get that way I'm sitting on it and I've pushed it forward, and now it's loose, and now I'm holding against it. That now is my gradient of 1 in 25. Once I've done that, my pipe, my vent is plumb, not protruding. Very important not to have your vent inside protruding into your waste pipe. We put a small tack on this side here, a small tack on this side, and I check that it is 90 degrees square, not protruding. I now go and weld from a new spot and I complete my weld. Job's done. When your weld is complete, remove your pipe, dip it in your bucket of water or go down into the trough, cool it down, and you can install it. That is how you do a copper fabrication using the pin type, the mandrel. That's it. Any questions? Any questions from the audience? You got a question? No questions? Alright, that's it, boys. Alright, thank you very much.